From Tampa Bay's streaming news source, brought to you by AlertTodayFlorida.com, this is ABC Action News.
I'm Dee O'Reilly. There's a chance for sea breeze pop-up thunderstorms across the Bay Area today. Greg D will have your full forecast in just a minute. But first, though, here are your ABC Action News headlines. Sarasota police arrested a man for the murder of a woman found dead in his home last night. Officers booked Spencer Sanders in jail this morning. Police are not elaborating yet on how she died, just that they do believe that she was murdered. Sanders was arrested just a couple of months earlier on domestic battery charges. A carjacking suspect is in the hospital after a shootout with an officer in Lakeland. Police say last night, Terrace Colton forced a driver out of his car at gunpoint. 5 hours later, an officer spotted and pursued the stolen sedan. Colton bailed from the car when he got stuck in a field. He fired at an officer. The officer then returned fire, striking Colton in the leg. Police arrested adult film star and former Tampa resident Stormy Daniels early this morning at a strip club in Columbus, Ohio. She's charged for illegally touching a patron. Her attorney calls the arrest a, quote, politically motivated setup. Daniels is suing to be released from a non-disclosure agreement that prevents her from talking about an alleged affair with President Trump. The Air Force said goodbye this morning to two historic launch towers at Cape Canaveral. The twin complex 17 towers were demolished just after 7 this morning. NASA used the towers, which were built in 1956, to launch its first 3 rover missions to Mars, as well as put the Spitzer Space Telescope and Kepler Observatory into orbit. The Dunedin Blue Jays won't be wearing their regular jerseys for their home game tonight. Instead, they'll be wearing these right here, cool ones featuring oranges on the sleeves, created by a local artist whose murals appear throughout the city. The uniforms are being auctioned off for charity on Minor League Baseball's website. I want to check in now with Greg D for a look at our forecast.
Not a bad day to maybe catch some baseball out there, but it is going to be hot with temperatures climbing into the upper 80s and low 90s. Now watch the thunderstorms. Pinellas County, they could get going as early as 11 o'clock this morning. Through the afternoon around Tampa, I think mid-afternoon, then everything shifts east. So if you live Lakeland, Frostproof, Avon Park, Arcadia, and Wauchula, you'll likely get the thunderstorms later in the day. Intense rain, of course, very likely with these storms, frequent lightning, and watch those gusty winds. Some of them could be over 40 miles an hour. You can track them with the Storm Shield app. It's in your app store right now. Dia?
All right, thanks, Greg. You can now get news updates all day long on your favorite streaming device. And don't forget to download the free ABC Action News app to receive breaking news alerts.
This ABC Action News Brief was brought to you by AlertFloridaToday.com. Pedestrians, make yourself visible. Wear bright, reflective colors, especially at night, because safety doesn't happen by accident.